What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. In today's video, we'll be discussing the triple play, if it's worth the 400 keys or 2,500 CoD points. I will be purchasing 2 triple plays and opening up the Quartermaster hack portion of those triple plays. I will be saving the rare supply drops for a later date, but I will explain that a little bit further in the video. I'll be opening up the hacks and we'll be discussing what you can get out of these hacks, what makes them so special. There's some things that you might not know that you would likely want to know before using 400 keys on this triple play, so we're going to go over that. Couple things that I need to get out of the way before we start the actual opening of this triple play is that one, this is a live commentary, and my voice may sound a little strange to you. That's just because I'm using a different kind of setup. Well, really it's the same setup, but my equipment treats it differently when I'm doing a live commentary, a live reaction video. Sometimes you'll hear this little crackle or the audio might cut out very briefly. It's just something that my equipment does. I believe it's my capture card. I've mentioned this in a lot of recent live commentaries. I am working on improving my equipment every single day, and hopefully we can get a fix to this little audio glitch soon, but for now, just bear with it. If you do hear the audio cut in and out, or if you hear the commentary crackle a little bit, it will go away in a couple seconds, and you'll be back to normal. My voice may also sound strange because I've been out of the house almost all day. This is a pretty late video, and my voice might be a little hoarse. I was in a very loud environment recently. I was singing, and I was trying to speak very, very loudly, so my voice is sort of dying on me. If I get through this video without my voice cracking at least 3 times, I would count us all lucky. So hopefully my voice can stay on track. The second thing that I'd really like to point out before we get started here is that today, well, yesterday really, when this video was supposed to come out, is Saturday. So this video is Saturday's video, and regularly I post epic variant reviews on Saturday. Unfortunately, I will not be doing Saturday epic variant reviews anymore. They haven't released a ton of epic variants recently, and to keep up with the constant demand, I should be doing 2 a week, but I want to keep my epic variant reviews as good as possible, and to do that, I need the time to get the gameplay, I need to get proper gameplay, I need the time to do the editing and all that good stuff. So I will be saving Wednesdays for epic variant reviews. There will no longer be Saturday epic variant reviews. They will only be on Wednesday. So that's why you're seeing this video today instead of the average epic variant review. So next Wednesday, we will be covering the ERAD Cyclopean or Cyclopean, however you want to say it. That will be next Wednesday, and after that, I will be bringing back the Epic Variant Review polls, and you guys can vote on the next Epic Variant Review, so I'm really excited to bring that back. But for now, we are skipping out on the Saturday Epic Variant Reviews, so I apologize if you were looking forward to that video today, but we are jumping into this triple play, so I'm going to purchase 2 of these triple plays because the purchase limit is actually 2. You can buy 2 with either keys or CoD points. So in Black Ops 3, the triple play was purchasable twice. The first one had to be with keys and the second one with CoD points. In this game, it doesn't matter. You can purchase both with CoD points, or you can purchase both with keys, or you can purchase 1 with keys and 1 with CoD points, but the triple play includes 10 rare supply drops, 1 dupe-protected Quartermaster collection hack, and 1 dupe-protected Mark II hack of epic quality. So let's just take a look at the armory here, and I will show you exactly what you can get from these dupe-protected Quartermaster hacks. So first, we're going to head to the Quartermaster collection, and this is where you're going to be very, very surprised to learn that these 12 or 16 weapons here, these are not the only weapons that you can actually get in the dupe-protected Quartermaster collection hack. Unfortunately, we did find this out the other day. The Mark II variant of each of these weapons is also included. Even though these are the only 16 weapons that are actually featured in the Quartermaster collection, you can actually use that special supply drop, that special Quartermaster collection hack, and you might end up with a Mark II variant of one of those weapons. You can end up with a Mark II variant of an RVN. You can end up with a Mark II variant of the UDM pistol. You can end up with a Mark II K-bar string theory of all things. Even though it's not really in the Quartermaster collection, like this is the specific Quartermaster collection, these are not the only weapons that are dupe protected. So you can get Mark IIs of these, and a couple of my mods opened up this triple play, and they both got Mark II variants of weapons in here that they already had. I believe Brody got a Mark II string theory, which he already had the string theory, and Renman got, get this, he purchased 2 of these triple plays. The first one gave him the UDM Bonanza. The second one gave him the UDM Bonanza Mark II. So that's just something to keep in mind, that the Quartermaster collection, quote unquote, dupe protected opening does not guarantee a Quartermaster weapon. It guarantees a Quartermaster weapon or the Mark II of that weapon. So just keep that in mind. You might have every single Quartermaster collection variant and you're looking for the headsman. It might be the last Quartermaster collection variant that you need, and you probably won't get it. You'll probably get a Mark II variant of something else. So just something to keep in mind. The other one that we're going to be opening is a Mark II epic variant guaranteed, which is pretty sweet. I'm not a big Mark II guy, but hopefully I can get a weapon that I'm really interested in using in multiplayer, because I can't really do a epic variant review of a Mark II because we like to look at the camouflages and all that stuff. But hopefully I can get a epic variant that I would actually like to use in the multiplayer experience. The only epic Mark II that I have is the EBR-800 bomber, so we can't get that one. It is dupe protected. Hopefully we can get like an assault rifle or something. I'm kind of lacking on assault rifle epic variants and stuff like that, so hopefully we can get something really cool. We're going to purchase these two things. Now, I am going to be purchasing these two with keys, and I will be using the Quartermaster hacks, okay? I'll be opening up the Quartermaster hacks, not the 10 rare supply drops or the 20 rare supply drops that I will be getting, because there are no epic variants in this game that I'm actually interested in getting at this point, because I have all of the epic, I have access to all of the epic variants in this game through Renman's account. I don't need to purchase any rare supply drops, because the only weapons that I'm actually looking for are the brand new Quartermaster Collection Blowout, Stalker, and Headsman. Every other epic variant in the game, which is the only thing that I open up supply drops for, I have access to. So I don't need to open up those rare supply drops. I'll be saving those for a later date, and we'll be doing a huge supply drop opening at some point. At that point, I will open up those rare supply drops. But for now, we're just going to open up the Quartermaster Collection Quartermaster hack, I guess I could call it, and the Mark II collection Quartermaster hack, because these weapons won't give me any epics that I don't already need, so they're pretty much fair game, and I could use whatever comes out of these, especially, as I said, if I do end up with an epic weapon out of the Quartermaster collection. Chances are pretty slim, but we're going to try for it anyways. So I'm going to start with the epic Mark II hack. I think that's a good spot to start. Mauler Mammoth, of course it's the Mauler Mammoth. Like, seriously, Renman was bugging me the other day. He's like, oh, you're probably going to get a epic variant of something that you already have. Mauler Mammoth is one of the only epic variants in the entire game that I actually already have, and I just got the Mark II variant of it. This is so annoying. Like, if I actually go to my armory right now, I know I'm bugging the shit out of you guys just hopping back and forth through the armory, but take a look at this. I don't have very many epic variants. Like, I'm pretty lacking. I've got the Invective, I've got the Cyclopean because I purchased it, I've got the Mauler Mammoth, and I've got the EBR-800 Bomber, right? First Mark II epic that I got was the EBR-800 Bomber Mark II, and now I've got the Mauler Mammoth Mark II. Like, that's very helpful. Thank you, Infinity Ward. I would like to get a epic weapon that I don't already have now. That would be nice. So let's try this again. If you give me the Mark II Invective, oh. EBR-800 Osiris, great. So I've got two epic Mark II EBR-800s now. That's lovely, of course. I mean, I've never tried the Osiris. That will be an epic variant that's coming up very soon. They've actually recently buffed the Osiris with no more sniper glint, so it does look pretty damn cool. I'll have to try it out, but again, I can't use the Mark II epic variants, so it's kind of lost on me. I would have preferred to have got a SMG or an assault rifle or another LMG or a shotgun, something like that I actually use on a regular basis. But instead, I got a sniper rifle and an epic variant that I already have. So that is unfortunately the results of my Quartermaster or my Mark II epic collection guaranteed epic weapons, but hopefully we can get something good out of this Quartermaster collection hack. I showed you before, my Quartermaster collection, it's pretty varied. Like, I can get 12 out of these weapons, and I can get the Mark IIs of almost anything here. So there's quite a few weapons that they have to choose from. I'll likely not get the epic weapons, but one can hope and pray. Opening up our first Quartermaster collection hack. Ahoy there, accessory, and the NV4 Prosperity. So that's another NV4. I guess I can use it. I mean, it's an NV4. They are actually going to be nerfing the NV4, and I will have a video on that very soon. But for now, that's the NV4, and we got the Brain Case Bruiser for our other weapons. So the two Quartermaster Collection exclusive weapons that I got were a rare and a legendary. Of course, I wasn't really expecting to get any epics, so kind of a letdown. The Mark II collection, I'm kind of pissed about that, how I got a one weapon that I already have, and the other one is the antimatter of the other sniper rifle that I already have. So now I have both of the EBR 800 epics, and spoiler alert, I never use the EBR 800. So those two are basically lost on me, and I already had the regular Mauler Mammoth to begin with, so that's nothing new to me. I was really hoping to get something good like one of the, like an NV4 or the Rect, or even I would have taken a Mark II Invective because I actually used the K-Bar, where like opposed to the EBR 800, I never used that. I could have taken any of these epic variants. This is actually the one that I wanted the most, was the Corruption, because it gets you so much extra experience, but basically it was more or less a waste for me to purchase that triple play, because it didn't really give me anything that I'm going to use. I did get these couple weapons, like I got two more weapons from the Quartermaster collection, the NV4 Prosperity, which has been in there since the beginning of time, and I do believe that they will be cycling out the Quartermaster collection variants at some point. They're probably going to take these and move them into the regular prototype lab, like they did recently when they actually made space for these weapons here, the new DLC weapons. They actually took out a bunch of Quartermaster collection variants and just put them into the prototype lab that you can now craft them. For example, you can now craft the Corruption for 4,000 salvage. You can now craft, what's the other one that you can craft? I believe it's the shotgun, the Reaver Machete. You can just craft that now. So they've actually moved out a bunch of Quartermaster collection variants and put them in the prototype lab, and I would assume that at some point in the future they will be moving these weapons out and putting in new weapons to the Quartermaster collection. I think whenever they add in new weapons, they will go directly to the Quartermaster collection, and previous weapons will be moved out. So really, is this triple play worth it that much? I would say it's worth it if you're really interested in getting a Mark II. I like how there was a guaranteed epic Mark II. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Mark II weapons. They're not really my thing. I like the standard Mark I weapons, the weapons that came with the game, and the weapons that they have been adding with the game. The Mark II collection is something that I don't really agree with how they've diluted the supply drop system with those Mark IIs, but it is a pretty interesting little idea to give you a free epic Mark II. I did get some crappy weapons, but you guys might have some better luck, and you do get those 10 supply drops as well. I've actually done the math, and well, it's not that difficult to do the math, but 10 supply drops at 30 keys each is 300 keys for the 10 supply drops alone, and then that would make each of these other very special Quartermaster hacks, the Dupe Protected Quartermaster Collection hack and the Dupe Protected Mark II hack of epic quality, each worth 50 keys. If you're okay with spending 50 keys in the Quartermaster, potentially getting a common weapon, like you can get these common weapons or the Mark IIs of these common weapons, you could potentially spend 50 keys on getting a common weapon. Now, that being said, you do have a better chance of getting one of these epic weapons. Essentially, you have 32 options of weapons that you can get in the Quartermaster collection. Say you've never opened a Quartermaster collection variant before. You have 32 options, and 8 of those options are epic weapons. So there's a pretty good chance that you might actually end up with an epic weapon. Remind you that you can get Mark II variants of the Quartermaster collection with that supply drop, with that special Quartermaster hack. You have 8 out of 32. What's that, like 4 to 16, 2 and 8, 1 in 4 chance of getting getting an epic weapon in that Quartermaster guaranteed Dupe Protected collection hack. So if you're okay with 50 keys to get a 1 in 4 chance of a common, 1 in 4 chance of a legendary, 1 in 4 chance of a rare, 1 in 4 chance of an epic weapon, 50 keys, I'd say it's probably worth it. The Mark II hack, if you are into Mark II weapons, 50 keys, definitely worth it. And of course, the rare supply drops are basically regular price, 30 keys per rare supply drop. I would say that triple play is worth it for the average player, for someone that doesn't really care what variants they get, if they're using Mark IIs, if they're using Quartermaster collection. I would say that the triple play is worth it, and you should definitely get on this before the end of its time frame. I believe it's here until Friday, March 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or that would be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's a pretty good deal. It really depends on what you're like. If you're like me and you don't really care about the Mark IIs, then you might not find value in this. If you already have a ton of Quartermaster collection variants, if you have all of these really low level kind of Quartermaster Collection variants, you might find greater value in opening up these Quartermaster Collection guaranteed dupe protected. You might find some epic weapons a little easier than I might have, because I only had a couple weapons found in the Quartermaster Collection as is. So you might want to purchase it. You might want to save it up. They might switch out the Quartermaster Collection in the future. You might want to hold on to your Quartermaster Collection hack until they switch it out and give you new weapons. You might want to hold on to your supply drops like I did. Personally, I haven't seen them add in new epic variants for each of these weapons, so that's why I'm not opening up the 10 rare supply drops or the 20 rare supply drops that I purchased, because there's no other epic weapons in this game that I'm really interested in, and trying to find these three weapons alone, these three epic variants in the regular supply drops, will be very difficult. So if you are interested in brand new epic variants, then you might want to hold on to those rare supply drops. You might want to hold on to the Quartermaster hack. Honestly, it's a great deal. 50 keys for each of these special hacks. I would buy it even if you want to hold on to it for future events, but for now, I would say purchase it. 400 keys, not that bad. 2,500 COD points, I honestly can't even tell you how expensive COD points are. I think if you bought both with COD points, it's like $40. So I'm going to open up the store here and just check for you guys. So you guys don't have to do all that before you decide if you want to purchase these or not. So you can figure that all out on this video. So it was 2,500 COD points. So 53.49 Canadian, I believe that's $40 US. So $40 to purchase both of the triple plays. And again, you don't need to purchase both. You can just get one triple play with 10 supply drops in each of these hacks for 400 keys, which I think a lot of people could potentially save up between now and March 10th. Or you can go the COD point route. I mean, I won't judge, maybe just a little. I'm not a big COD point person, but you can go the COD point route and buy these right now. That's all I have to say for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We got a couple new weapons. I'm going to try them out. You might see them in gameplays in the future, but for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and that's pretty much it. Follow me on Twitter at BlackTideTV. That's where I updated a lot of guys on the epic variant review stuff and all that stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. If you want the most recent updates from me at all times, definitely follow me on Twitter at BlackTideTV. It's the same as the YouTube name, but it's also linked in the description. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.